So Nigel, a great win at the weekend, record scoreline for this season. How important was it in terms of those players' development to get a win like that at home?
Well, that's the most important thing, really. We can train these guys as long as we want, but unless they play at the level that they're training at, and also playing a competitive fixture like that for the region, we're really not going to get the best out of them. And I thought it was really important that they stepped up, which they did. It was really important that they kept the momentum going that we've generated, which they did. And it was really important that they performed, and they did that as well. And I'm very, very proud of that group of players. You know, they were very young. They're the next generation of Scarlets, if you like. And to see them perform with such ability and energy was brilliant, you know, and hopefully they can take that on into the next fixture now.
7 tries, I think that's 20 tries at home this season, 5th home win of the season out of 6. Were you surprised by the level of the result or not?
Well, I was really excited going into the fixture because they trained really well all last week, and I just didn't know what to expect. I don't think anybody did, because this group hasn't played together before. But what they did do is take our game onto the park. They played with their heads up, and they looked for opportunities, and when they saw opportunities they were able to finish them. Played very well without the ball. We only let 1 try in, so in the past we may have scored 50 tries, but we allowed the opposition to score 30 or 40. So we defended very well as well. But I was really delighted with the performance of this group, and they'll take a lot of confidence out of it. We take a lot of confidence in terms of what we're doing with them as well, and it was great. We realise that next weekend will be another step up, but that's exactly what they need right now. You know, they need to be challenged at a different level, and they will be, and we'll see, you know, how far they've come. So
a lot of those players have been in our system for well over a year. How does that help with the competition now across the squad? You've talked about strength and depth this season. How, you know, performances like that, how does that increase the competition?
Well, it's the most important thing. I think people are starting to see, with the level of injuries, which at any one time is about 20% of our squad, international calls, that you have to have strength and depth, and we will rely on a lot of those players throughout the season, and particularly when you look ahead to next season, where we've got a World Cup year, where for 2 months of the season we won't see our international players. These are the players that are going to have to front up for us, and for us to see how they perform on Saturday and give us a lot of encouragement for these periods.
Quite a physical Leeds side as well. You had something like 20 of maybe your first choice players missing. What does that say now going into London Irish? There's rumours that they've got they're going to probably put quite a strong side out.
I think first and foremost the team can take a lot of confidence out of their performance, and the individuals can. We know that London Irish are going to be very strong. They are going to want to win their home games, and they're probably going to want to beat us after the last couple of encounters with them. So it's going to be very tough for us, but that, as I said, that's exactly what we want. This group need to be challenged. That's the only way they're going to develop, and it is a competitive fixture, and they're going to have to step up to the plate again. So it's great from our point of view. I think what this group are doing as well is putting pressure on the players above them in the pecking order as they see it at this moment in time. So the guys that are coming back into the side are really going to have to perform as well. So the bar's been pushed up.
People like Scott Williams have been with Wales last week. They're back. They're released back to us. What kind of a difference does that mean as well for players like him to have the experience with Wales and then come back into the side? You look quite energised by it.
Yeah, I think it's a great confidence boost for any player to get some sort of recognition from Wales. And Scott enjoyed his time up there, and he came back and he was eager to play and prove himself, and he certainly did that for us on the weekend.
And a word about Matthew to captaincy. Obviously disappointment that he lost, but what will he have taken out of that?
It was a fabulous experience for Matthew. You know, it was a difficult game. I think everybody who looked at both sides going into that match would have said that Australia were the firm favourites. But in fairness, you know, Wales gave a good account of themselves, and particularly up front, Matthew led from the front as well, and they can be very pleased with their performance as a pack of forwards. They delivered a great platform, they brought great energy, and they were very physical and probably outmuscled the Australian 8. So, you know, Matthew will take a lot of confidence out of that.
Just a word on George North. Obviously, he's somebody that a lot of people are talking about. He came through an hour with us at the weekend. Well, what do you think his chances are now with Wales going forward?
I think they're very good. I think that George was so comfortable. He fitted in, having been out for 3 or 4 weeks. He just looks the part. You know, you get a sense sometimes as a coach that certain players are going to be international players for a long time, and George is one of those. He looks so comfortable in the role. He's great to work with, great physicality, and he's a bright boy as well, and all that goes together to make a package that can be a formidable international rugby player. And you know, if I was to put a bet right now, I'd say he'd be playing for Wales this weekend.
Just go forward, 3 away fixtures in a row. How difficult is that to prepare for? Because obviously London Irish then, and then 2 Magners League straight away back.
Yeah, we've done very well away from home this season in the main. You know, we've had 2 wins in the Magners League, so we're comfortable. Our preparations have been good. Like you say, we know we've got 3 on the bounce now, but we'll make up for it during the course of the season with home fixtures. So we're looking forward to it. You know, to a certain extent, there's a little bit of pressure off as well when you play away from home, and hopefully we can go and express ourselves. This game for me against Irish is as big as the other 2, because we've got this group of players who are backing us up, who are going to play an important role in our success over the next couple of years, and we need them to be playing well and hopefully building on performance from last week.
And a fantastic experience for them to go up to Reading, big crowd, you know, hopefully a big occasion as well for them.
It will be a huge occasion, and as I keep saying, this is where they're going to get their learning from, this is where they're going to get their development from, and if they can do that on the back of another good performance, it's going to be all the better.
Well, all the best anyway on Sunday, Nigel. Hopefully another big result.
Thanks very much.